the difference? What you see? Possibly the God in me. It's got to be God in me. They tired of me. So it leaves no excuses, apologies, but I'm probably proud of me. They hate me cause I'm a G. Little I when I OD like damn. But I'm going, his is a Sam. Born cause it's Sam. And I ain't shacking, no acting up, no acting tough. None is to be the same reason these niggas calling these passages just to back them up. Thought they was bad as cuffs until they show they bad as cuff. And all these niggas acting up. I bet you mad as duck your head one time. Get your prayers online. Every time I mention Christ, they be giving me all the signs. One sign, one sign, one. All I need is one sign, one sign, one sign, one sign, one. Gotta get it. One sign, one sign, one. All I need is one sign, one sign, one sign, one sign, one. Gotta get it. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Don Illuminati, back with another video. All right, so I want to get straight into it. I got some information. I want to try to help y'all get this story together, okay? All right. From all the personal circumstances aside, we got to get back into the book. We got to get back into the prophecy, okay? So I want to tell you what's happening and what things are. I got to be able to explain the story down the line, okay? So let me get into it. So this is about to be a season of somewhat of a purge, civil war, blah, 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 right? Okay, these things are happening right now. And it's not the fall of Babylon. That doesn't take place right yet. The fall of Babylon takes place when it says that the land has become an inhabitant of all devils. That's the same reason why when Christ said, when I come back, the whole world will be his enemy. You got to understand why when Christ said, when he comes back, the whole world will be his enemy. But you got to understand, at that particular time when he was talking about coming back, he was talking about at the end of the end. The first coming, this is the one where it says, right? Blessed to those who have received the first coming. So basically, you got to understand that the first coming of Christ has not happened yet, right? Y'all don't even know that the first coming of Christ actually takes place pretty much like mid-tribulation, right? Okay, you're going to say, oh, well, no. It said that all these things would take place right before this, that, and the third, the return of the Son of Man, right? Which is coming with Christ again out of the clouds. But see, when he already left with the 144,000, getting them into the wilderness. They come back after Most High allowed that dragon to have power for 42 months. That came out to 3.5 years. So by the time that dragon comes out, he's ruling for 42 months. As soon as he comes out, he's going for the saints. He's trying to go for the saints. So the saints get picked up and placed out of harm's way. The bride, God comes in, he gets them out of there. But who is he using? He's using the 144,000 that's able to fight and help get them through there. Like I said, get them back, get them through the portal, get them to the wilderness, get them to the safe zone, right? This is why you got to understand who Christ is. He's going to be operating through many people. He's going to be operating through 144,000. Okay? And it's going to be helping getting the church out of here in the midst of an apocalypse. So, yes, you're going to be trying to escape the apocalypse. Some are going to die because they weren't prepared, right? And some are going to make it to the wilderness. But the ones who died, right? These are the ones that have said that they will come back fighting with Christ and blah, 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 blah. That's when it's the second coming. They're coming back in the second coming, which is when we get out of here and get y'all to the wilderness, right? We come back. As soon as that beast come, we shuffle y'all to the wilderness for 3.5 years. 3.5 years, right? Remember, it's 1,260 days. That's where the bride is in the wilderness for 1,260 days. Let's do the math. I believe that came out to 3.5 years, right? So you got 42 months and 1,260 days is almost the same thing. But the 42 months is explaining the beast in rulership. Leviathan. At the same time, you got a stashed away bride for 1,260 days. which comes out to be, let's do this, 1260, right? Divided by 365 equals 3.45. That's like 3.5, right? Right. So we have the bride stashed in the wilderness for 3.5 years. Just so happens, right? The beast is ruling for 42 months. 42 months divided by 12. 3.5. You see what I'm saying? And more than like that's rounded. But that's the 3.5 years. But if that's it for the beast, after the beast is taken and all the Antichrist is wiped out, that's it. That would mean that's the end of the 7-year tribulation. See what I'm saying? So Leviathan is coming mid-tribulation. On the day of Christ, when they're getting their seals, so they can take on Leviathan, because they got to be sealed before this apocalypse happens. They got to be sealed before this apocalypse. God's making sure, all right, you know what? For all those blah, 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 I'm making sure these ones are sealed, but they also come in with special gifts to be able to help with the fact of the matter. Right? Okay. So then what's happening is, you stash it away. They're going to get chipped up. New World Order, right? After the whole world is chipped up, that's when the angel says, Babylon has fallen. It's become a place of devils. Full of devils. Like all of devils. No prophets are here. No saints are here. No 144,000 is here. Nobody else is here. Remember, they all already either died or they were into the wilderness. See what I'm saying? There's only two places where they went. So the ones that were killed, right? They're going to come back with the 144,000, right? And pay back. That's what they're going to do. Now, the other ones that went to the wilderness, they may still be in the wilderness. But the other ones that got slanged off, they coming back with the 144. Whoop butt. Get them out of here. Totally desolate. Left without inhabitants. You understand? And then we bring them back here for the supper of the Lamb. 1,000 years reigning this earth with Christ. Is I think I got that in about 6 minutes. Is that pretty good? Do I need to explain anything? You see what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of things that people are saying that just don't make sense. And they're trying to figure out apocalypse versus Armageddon, and you know, at the end it's going to be Armageddon and God's about to rain fire down and all that. God's not doing that right now. He ain't doing that when we come back to get the New World Order up out of here. He ain't raining fire down on nothing yet. We're going to a supper of the Lamb. And then at the end of the 1,000 years, at the end of the supper, before the marriage date, before we actually get married to God, in like 1,000-something years, a little change, right? That's when it's happening. That's when heaven's happening. So I don't know what y'all been talking about, right? So we're going to be reigning and still for 1,000 years here on the earth. Then heaven comes. And then the dragon is released again after the 1,000 years. Remember? He's released. And he comes out and try to mess up the party. The party already over. We already had the wedding party. We about to get married. So he try to be a wedding crasher. Right? God says, hold up. And before anything, he starts destroying Satan and his army, the beast, the dragon, death, hell, cast, lake of fire. And then the wedding day. All this is happening on like the wedding day. You see what I'm saying? But that's in the future. That's in the future. And that is the battle of Armageddon. When God is literally raining hell on them mugs. And it looks to me, as far as the vision I can see, he's doing it by himself. There is no other players that I've seen there. Said the Father himself. The Father, I'm not talking about the Holy Spirit, and I'm not talking about Jesus Christ. I'm talking about the Father. That's when the Father does this and that and the third. So we got two people that's bringing about the destruction, right? Listen, Jesus is coming to hand over the keys to the power of the nations, so they shall rule them with a rod of iron. That's happening on the day of Christ, to give them power over the nations. So those that are sealed, not even able to die in the midst of these things, so they can get the job done. Why are they getting sealed if they're getting out of here? They're getting sealed so they're protected. That means they're still here. Who? The 144,000. It's obvious they got a job here. That's why they're being sealed. It's not like, oh, they're going in with God first and all of that. Listen, they got the first fruits, which means that they received Christ first. Blessed to those who have received the first coming of Christ, because they got the power over death. Why? Because they're going to need it. Just like the ones who didn't have it, that was found slain in the midst of Babylon, the prophets of saints. They didn't have it. They wasn't sealed. And everybody talking about they chosen. But you're going to be in the bloodbath, or you're going to be stashed in the wilderness because you can't make it out here. Chosen for what, man? Chosen for what? To be running in the wilderness, hiding, or dying out here? Chosen for what? Y'all got to get out of here. Y'all talking about the rapture? That sounds like you ain't chosen. You trying to escape. The ones that are chosen to do a job in the midst of all of this. Do you understand me? Do you understand? Do you understand? And these are going to be the true prophets. These are the true prophets that's going to give you the message in this time, which is the reason that the real battle is going to start, because they hate the true message, the actual message. I know everybody been thinking they've been doing something. It ain't happened yet. We ain't get started on the real show yet. Y'all think it's about to close up. No, it's getting ready to get started. You don't believe me? Stay tuned. Channel in. Keep watching. All right? Listen, I'm in 10 minutes and I'm already on fire right now. All right? So at this point, I hope I got your attention. Right? What you've been watching over the last 2 years is me getting the story together. Me assuming certain things and speaking on certain things that haven't quite came together yet, but they was all coming together, right? And I told you one day, I was gonna come with this message. It was gonna be so consolidated. You can go get all your history people, your biblical scholars, all your pastors, all your prayer warriors. Go get all them niggas and bring me everything you got, and you tell me it don't match what I'm talking about right here. Cause that's the way it makes sense. I knew what I was talking about. I just didn't know how to bring it to y'all like that in that consolidated form, because it almost happened to me even on this video, and it was like I started straggling with the words just a little bit to just trying to get to my point. So let me re-explain it, since we're already 11 minutes. I'm gonna try to do it again real quick, right? We get ready to go into a purge, right? So much evil gets stirred up. There's an earthquake that happens. Leviathan comes out, but as he's coming out, dog, Christ is, you think he gonna let that dragon come out and come causing havoc before he do something? Yo, this thing is like a simultaneous thing is literally popping off. You understand? It gets dark outside, all that. There's gonna be some things happening. In the midst of that, this is when the 144 is gonna be collecting their jewels. In the midst of that, same time, boom. What? They just did. Collected Christ, man. The dark day, the day of Christ, it should surely be a dark day, right? But you also know it's happening on that dark day. The damn beast is coming out the sea. Didn't they warn you? They didn't tell you that was on that day. Well, listen, what other day you thought it was coming up? And that day's coming up, but not before the purge. Not before the purge. So all that starvation and the famine and the violence and the pestilence, all that's taking place right now. This is the season for those things, because once that beast comes out, that's when he goes to war with the saints and people start dying and people got to escape to the wilderness and all that. That means, I'm telling you, listen, I did the thing. It's called Leviathan 666, man. There's a date on there. The Bible says no man knows the day of the coming of the Son of Man. Of the Son of Man. That's the day of the coming of the Son of Man. And what is that? What is that, the first coming or the second coming? The first coming is going to come with Christ. Nobody knows that day. Nobody knows that day, the first coming or the second coming. You see what I'm saying? Nobody knows either one of them days, right? But just know that it was a 7-year tribulation while these things were taking place. The second part of the tribulation, right? So the church, we're already in tribulation, as you should have noticed, right? Right. Okay, so we're basically already in tribulation. And you're like, well, dang, how long? We're almost halfway in the midst. This halfway mark, it get crazy. We got to get up out of here, and then you really gonna have these quote unquote people that's left behind. And guess what's gonna happen to them? That's why they died. That's why they died, because they weren't caught up to speed, right? So they're gonna die in the midst of all that, and those things are gonna go on. New World Order, they trying to kill, persecute Christians at that time. and people who are coming and trying to come to Christ and this, that, and the third. And that's why they're going to still be dying. And then those same ones that died for sake are going to be able to return back with the vengeance when the Son of Man, because y'all going to know who the Son of Man is before even that day. Y'all about to find out who the Son of Man is before the coming of Christ. So y'all got to remember, they didn't call peace and safety yet either, because peace and safety, that's what the Antichrist is calling the peace and safety. When the Antichrist comes up, the false prophet, y'all Antichrist, he's the one that calms the world down. This dude ain't came yet. How can it be peace and safety right now? Man, we get crazy first, and then this dude comes. Remember, the church will see him first before it happens. Before what? Before the coming of Christ, the first one. All right? So we're going to see him first. We don't see him yet till we need to see him. We don't need to see him yet because we ain't went crazy yet. And it ain't Donald Trump, bro. You understand? You understand? If it was Donald Trump, bro, you would know. He would have made it peaceful. If it was Donald Trump, it would turn out to be a purge like it's about to be, right? See what I'm saying? So how you going to cause it and turn around and be the one that, no, it's not him, somebody else. It could be that Jared Kushner dude. You understand? I mean, listen, I'm just saying could be. I don't know. I can't tell you. But I got my eye on certain folks out here. And I'm like, look, whoever their prize pick is, it don't matter, man. We know the story, y'all. Whichever these fools pop their head up in the midst of all this, acting like he that dude, could be Barack Obama for all we know. You feel me? I'm just keeping it 1,000, right? All right. So there's another character that's getting ready to come up. How does this happen? Well, after this falls out of place, you no longer have a president, bro. We're never going to have a president again. We already in the midst of a shutdown, government lockdown. It's never coming back. It's never coming back. By the time it comes back to anything, it will be in the beast's hands. Remember, he going right come out and burn the earth 42 months, 3.5 years. He chipping everybody up. Man, they getting ready to start putting chips out real soon. So it could be next year. It could be next year, because who knows how long before, because mind you, when this thing comes out of the sea, he do some destruction first. Remember, it's an apocalypse, and it's running rampant. He killing all kind of stuff, not just Christians, killing sinners too. Government and everything, right? So they got to calm him down. Nobody can calm him down besides the false prophet. That's why they're going to need. That nigga ain't Donald Trump. We ain't seen nobody calm down the beast yet, the dragon yet. You feel what I'm saying? Now, he's going to calm down the dragon, right? He's going to calm down the dragon after a whole bunch. By the time we done got the people who were supposed to make it into the wilderness out, right? There's still people that's going to be getting calmed down. He's going to calm them down. The false prophet's going to calm them down after that. But there's still going to be some people who's turning their lives over. And the whole world is going to be looking for them and persecuting them up out of here. Because he's forced them to do these things. You understand? He forced them to do these things for 42 months. So you know what? Clear every single Christian out. Every single one. Right? And that's when he forced the world to do that. Because if not, he'll come back out and he's going to start beating them up again. He bullying them. Nobody's in control anymore. The government is not coming back, dog. You can forget about it. You understand? We moving into that season now. That's why I said, you know what? I can't tell you when things are getting ready to pop off with whatever's the case, right? I'm gonna tell you what, man. We damn close, bro. And your boy still got the stories. He elaborated more on the story. The Most High's put me together like a puzzle. And I done rolled over the joint 2 times already in less than 20 minutes, for the most part. You feel me? So we getting it to the point where we understand that number one, nobody's really going to heaven right yet, right? We're doing all this so we can have the supper of the Lamb. You got to remind yourself, how are we getting the land back? Remember, y'all said we're getting the land back. Oh, we're getting this, transfer income, transfer, dog. These people are gonna end up all taking a chip. We come back probably in some UFOs, bro. Whack them all, dog. Whack them all dead. Then we start a supper of the Lamb. Then we got our land back. We coming back. You don't even know how we coming back, dog. Did it tell y'all we coming back? Did it tell y'all we was leaving? It told you was going somewhere, but it didn't tell you was coming back, right? But how was you going somewhere but getting the land at the same time? That's because you coming back, bro. Stop, Nick, bro. I've been telling y'all that. I said some people ain't going nowhere because they thought they were going to heaven. They thought they were being raptured to heaven. Bro, we already here for 1,000 years before heaven can come in. So I say, yo, where y'all going? Slow the roll. Y'all trying to do all this other extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? We trying to take the land back and we trying to pay for land. And bro, pay for what? Dude, this getting ready to be fire season right now, right? And then it's going to be so crazy. It brings the other season in where God's getting ready to start opening up portals and start shuffling his people into the wilderness for those 1,260 days, almost equivalent to the same 42 months, pretty much, that he's letting the beast run this place. So you see how you're going to be up out the way? That's if you don't die. Because when he comes out, all of the church is still going to be here. That's when it's happening. We're literally starting to move as it's happening. You got to understand that. Hey, listen, it is what it is. So it's going to be a dark, scary time. I'm just warning you. But you're going to have to be able to move. You feel me? I'm telling you now, dog. And you're going to have to be able to follow those individuals who's pointing you which way to go, dog. You understand what I'm saying? And it's going to happen. You're going to get the ones that he's supposed to be getting up out of here. First shall be last, last shall be first. Hey, look, if you was the last to get to this message, right? You're going to be the first to go. If you was the first to get to this message, you'll be the last one to be taken. That's if you're taken at all. You feel? And I'm talking about by the system of the beast, the Antichrist. When that happens, it's a spirit that's going to come up here. Now, I'm telling you right now, look out for this time period around June. Remember, summer is nigh. Summer is nigh, right? Listen, let me show you. Remember when the Bible told you about the fig tree? He said that summer would be nigh, right? Now, June 20th, 2026. 6/20/2026. Did you know that that's actually a representation of a mark of the beast? And did you know that June 21st is summertime? You got a mark of the beast date, and then the very next day is summer. 666, June 20th, 2026. Listen, it says that no man knows the day or the hour of the coming of the Son of Man. This so happens to be the day that dragon's supposed to be peeking up around that time. So I'm getting a whiff. But also it's a dark day, and it could also be the coming of Christ. Right? The coming of the Son of Man is, see, when Christ comes, Jesus is giving this man the keys. But y'all don't know when he's coming back to finish these mugs. That's the coming. When he's coming to finish them all off with the powers that he got. Because the power, before he started using that, he's going to use the power to get people up out of here. He can do this thing because he's already sealed. This is why he can help get them out of here. And these people that are sealed, they can do things like move through the universe and move through the universe with you. Everybody ain't going to be able to come because you haven't accepted Christ, and that's your universal activation pass, your portal pass. That's what you're going to need. I'm telling you, y'all can think about all you want. Nigga, this almost time's up. I don't care what BS y'all done learned out there, what witchcraft got your mind on tied up. That's it, bro. It's time to start listening to the real messages and the real messengers. You wanna know why? Because guess what? Either way, we gonna do this, and we gonna be here, and we gonna be here for a minute. I'm gonna be here doing my thing. You feel me? Y'all might just run into me. I've been in my world the whole time. I tell you, I promise you, dog. But we getting ready to get to that part where I was telling y'all about that war, the soldiers. Listen, recruiting season is gonna be here for the soldiers. When these keys get dished out, whoever did the works to the end, to thee, Jesus Christ said he's gonna get to you the power over the nations. You better know what the work is before this gets started, dog. You understand what the work is? Now I done told you. So you put in the work, then you will get power over the nations. Do you understand that? Because I know a lot of people don't want to see, look, y'all played around long enough. I told you. If you keep playing, your head's going to be out there, dog. I got to keep it 1,000 with you, man. So, I think we might have to do a part 2 on this. But understand the works. What are the works? Should I? Let me give you an example of one of the works that Jesus is calling for you to do. Okay? And look, I got to keep it 1,000 with you. All right? But look, I'm just a messenger. I'm a messenger of the Most High. Don't shoot the messenger, right? We are grateful. We are humble. There's a time for peace. There's a time for war. You know what I'm saying? There's a time for patience and there's a time for wrath. Most High ain't playing with that. He ain't coming to be humble. He said, think not that I've come to bring peace. That's Christ. So if all of you who have accepted Christ, don't think it's going to be peaceful. Don't think you're supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, right? So the ones who accepted Christ, listen, the ones who receive the first coming of Christ, you saying that you received it, but you ain't one of the 144,000. And you're going to be looking and wonder why these niggas is all reckless. You still thinking you received something. You ain't received nothing. Doesn't mean you ain't going to be with God. Doesn't mean you ain't going to be in the wilderness. But that doesn't mean you ain't going to die either. Do you understand what I'm saying? Remember, you wanted peace. Remember? Peace going to get you killed out here when it's time to put in the work. Because you ain't put in the work, your ass ain't getting sealed, my friend. Do you understand that? So it's a fight to the end. Whoever put in the works to the end and don't die in the middle of the purge even. So that means you got to be a soldier. But y'all wasn't practicing on that. Remember? See, this is chess, not checkers. This is chess, not checkers, man. Y'all been playing way too many games out there, and I don't understand it. I don't understand how you couldn't read, man. I don't understand how you couldn't recognize real niggas in your face. I don't understand it, man. Now understand this. If y'all don't start paying attention to these type of words, listen, you can go around the story however you want to go it. Go find every biblical scholar, every chapter you can find, and every scripture you got, dog. You ain't beating this. I told you when I finally come, I'm going to give you the message. You know the Most High. You know who orchestrating this all, dog. You know who the puppet master is. Listen, I call him the lawnmower man, too. I told you he's an electrical man in the universe. In the middle of the universe. Black. All black around. Electrical body figure. On fire. Electrifying. How electrifying? I synced them, Doug. I synced them. I know what Christ looked like. I know what the Holy Spirit looked like. Do you? That's not the Father. That's not the Son. I know what the Holy Spirit looked like. The creator of the universe. But y'all playing. And listen, this is the one that gave you the Father and the Son. And you're supposed to be worshiping the Father. Do you understand? But y'all got a lot of things that y'all about to learn in this season. And if you don't buckle up and put on your bifocals and stop playing, that's what I said. Y'all might want to put them joints down and start listening, man. Don't listen to nothing else. That's going to get you confused. When God sent you the prophet you supposed to be listening to, I think you should tune in. And I think you should start listening now. Because it's about to get very detrimental for your safety. And if you want to be here, right? If you want to be here for the explosion, if you don't want to die in the midst of this, I mean, because some of them that's going to die, they're going to be with God. Some of them are coming back. It didn't say all of them. It didn't say all of them. It was saying all the ones that was fighting and died, basically. Now, not the ones that's just perishing for the lack of knowledge. Those same people might end up in hell. See what I'm saying? But all I was saying is, between all of God's people, 2/3 of all his people, some are sinners and some are saved by God, right? Some are Christians, so you say, right? 2/3 of those people are going to die altogether, between sinners and Christians. See, there was blood of prophets and of saints found slain in the midst. So you saying that those sinners weren't God's people? Or are you saying that the blood of prophets and the saints, those saints and those prophets weren't God's people? Those are a part of the 2/3 that are going to perish for the lack of knowledge, whether you believe it or not. Whether you believe it or not, the evidence is there. The proof is in the pudding. I just showed you, right? Even blood, prophets, and of saints found slain in the midst. Those were God's people as well, man. So don't just think that it's just going to be them and y'all just so safe. I told you to pay attention. That's what's going to get you safe. But you still want to decide that you don't want to listen. So, hey, listen, I know we're supposed to be blessed, but for some of y'all, I'm about to tell y'all, good luck. So, till next time, it's your boy Don Illuminati. Peace. My love.
Ain't no war outside. I don't believe it though. I don't believe it